Hi, today we're going to show you a quick demonstration of the ultimate roofing square, displaying how simple it is to mark out and fit a perfect hand-cut roof. First we need to measure the overall span, in this case 2243mm. Calculate half the overall span, which is 1121.5mm. Then deduct half the thickness of the ridge board. For us this is 22.5mm. This gives us a total of 1099mm. Take this number and refer to the roof pitch on the chart, in this case 30 degrees. This will give you a value to multiply by. For us that will be 1099 multiplied by 1.155, giving us a total of 1269mm. This is your rafter set out length. There is also a handy app on the Karpenter website which does all of your sums for you. Set the ultimate roofing square at 30 degrees. Mark and cut your plumb cut on the top of your rafter. From the top of your rafter, measure down and mark the RSL, which is 1269mm. To set the bird's mouth position with the ultimate roofing square, it couldn't be easier. Put a pencil mark on the face of the rafter 1/3 of its depth, in this case 48mm. Place the ultimate roofing square on the rafter on the 30 degree setting and slide the bird's mouth arm up until it dissects the pencil mark. Tighten the knob and the bird's mouth is set for the perfect seating. Then simply mark the bird's mouth and cut. In this case we have allowed for a 200mm overhang and use the square to mark your fascia plumb cut. This gives you a perfectly cut rafter set at 30 degrees. Repeat this process for the required amount of rafters. We're going to utilise this common rafter as a king common for this demo so we can illustrate how to do a hip rafter. To cut the hip rafter, mark a plumb line on the face of the rafter from the outside edge of the wall plate. Measure up this line from the wall plate to the top edge of the rafter. In this case we have 116mm. Set the ultimate roofing square to 30 degrees on the hip setting. Mark the top of the rafter with the ultimate roofing square. Before cutting, measure down the 116mm and slide the bird's mouth arm up until the inside corner meets these lines. Tighten the knob, now cut the rafter. Measure from the outside corner of the wall plate to the internal corner where the king rafter and the rafter meet. In this case, 1725mm. Using this measurement, set your tape on the long point of the rafter and draw an arc at the 1725mm. Slide the ultimate roofing square along until the inside corner of the bird's mouth arm meets this line. Mark the bird's mouth and cut. As you can see, this gives you a nicely fitted hip rafter, seated neatly on the wall plate. To cut the jack rafters, set the ultimate roofing square to 30 degrees on the roof pitch setting. Set the square on the top edge of the rafter and mark the plumb cut. This will be a compound cut following the mark made with the square and cut at 45 degrees handy depending on which side you are cutting. Measure from the long point of your rafter position to the outside of the wall plate. Transfer this size to the side of your jack rafter approximately 1/3 up from the bottom edge by drawing an arc. Draw a parallel line dissecting the arc. Set the inside corner of the ultimate roofing square where it meets this point. Mark the bird's mouth and cut. This gives you a neatly fitted jack rafter, seated perfectly on the wall plate. As you can see, the rafters are all perfectly aligned. Thank you for watching.